I am at Abenteuer und Allrad, the largest off-road RV event in the world. This is a 6-metre Mercedes Sprinter camper van from Multimobil. Diverso van it's called. Now I did finish, I did film this one before, but then it wasn't finished, so we're now going to see it as it looks once it is finished. So 6-metre van. Now I know you're probably thinking this, they all look the same. Well, let's see if this one does look the same. Now there you go, there's an overview. Now first thing, here, this is like one seat. It's a bit larger, but it's not a 2-person, and I think that's what I'm going to do if I ever get around to actually doing my motorhome conversion, because I've still got the empty Sprinter and it's waiting to do something. Plenty of room up there above the head. I'm not a fan of storage above there, but if you think, well, I need storage above there anyway and I don't mind banging my head, well, that's fair enough. But you see a big gap there as well between the drivers and passengers seats, and one good thing is that the brake is not down there getting in your way as it usually is with a Mercedes. We've got very unusual looking storage, opening downwards and not upwards. There's a huge work surface here in the kitchen, and under it it's got one of these fridges that opens both ways. So let's see what they've got in the fridge. You know, it's empty, so I won't be coming back here when I get thirsty. And here we've got the lights, which convenient position as and when you come in the van. Now what I like here as well is there is a step up to the bed which doesn't really get in your way, so it's quite an easy step to use. Cabinetry down here, which I'll open this one, and there you go. That's possibly what you were missing. Why is the kitchen counter so big? Well, so it hasn't got a cooker on it, and there it is. Now as you can see, they're going in for electric cooking, and that means no gas. So what you've got is a heating via diesel and a stack of solar on the roof, and then the amount of solar on the roof and the battery capacity will depend on whoever orders the vehicle. Alright, so there's a look down the back. A bit more standard at the back, except for the lockers. And now let's have a look in here. This is somewhat unusual. Now there's the toilet down there, and the toilet's held in even with a what do you call it, a safety catch, and the toilet will come out electronically when it's needed. What is clever here, something I've been campaigning on, is to have as many drainage holes as possible in the bathroom. So there's 4 here. Fortunately they're the smaller size, but at least I got halfway there on my campaign to have 4 large drainage positions in the bathroom. And this thing here will come up. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, I can't. Yes, I can. I'm trying. I don't like to use force. Everything here, made of metal, and that either appeals or it doesn't appeal. And here we've got a mirror, and you can see yourself in the mirror. If you don't want to see yourself in the mirror, you can open this up like that. So let's put this back in there like that, and then come out. I'd rather have had the door the other way, or a sliding door, but that's me. I'm wondering what this thing here is. There's access to storage down here. Right, let's have a walk around and we'll get an approximate price if we can. So, oops, Okay, right, so here you can see we've got these flares which allow the bed to be at a widthwise position. Here, without the flare, you're looking at about 163 centimeters approximately internal, but the flare here that extends it and that gives more space. Now the thing with the flare on this side is there's a door and you're going to have to open the door and not bang the flare at the same time, so you can see there is that little bit of a gap. Or whilst I'm here, I'll also point out this thing here might be useful for outside grilling or something of that nature. If I come round here, you can see that this flare here is much larger. Obviously got 4x4 kits, these sand track things here when you get stuck in the sand. There's a window up there, as you may have noticed, and electricity, gas, Truma, and there you go, Multimobil Diverso Diverso van. Oh, and just point this way as well. This actually, you can get these if you're doing your own conversion. Okay, this is a flare here, €1,000 for the flare, which I took a note of this one myself because it might yet come of use, and there's some other pieces as well which also might come of use for people who are actually doing their own vehicle. Okay, right, so what we're looking at for the cost, what is the approximate cost? 200. So there you are, €200,000 for something like this. And but
starting at 140.
Starting at 140,000. Yeah, okay. Now the bits that I haven't talked about are the 4x4 kit that goes with it, and didn't mention either the rear what do I call it, the bike rack for the scooter bike rack. And that's okay. As far as the 4x4 kit goes, you'd have to find that out from them, and hopefully they would tell you. Did I miss anything out? Probably a lot. Oh, hey, we've got some stuff missed out, so let's go and see it. Oh, I've missed the back out. I knew there was something I'd forgotten about. Yeah, this is an important piece of kit here, because what we have is, first of all, the electronics, which and the for that Combi Master, and we've got this enormous fridge here as well. So if I can open this up, and that shows you what you can actually carry, if this is of course the position you want to have your fridge in, but obviously you're thinking here of outer use. We've got a water system there with a filter, and we've got these racks which will come out as well for storage. And there you go, see that. And what about the inverter? How big is it?
3,000.
3,000, so a 3 kilowatt inverter in there as well. Okay, very good. Of course, something like that is something which that one can decide upon, one can order separately. So good. So when this wasn't yet built, it got 29,000 views. So now it's been completed. Let's see how many it can get. Thanks for watching. All the best from me in Bad Kissingen, Abenteuer Nalarad 2022.